Key word for today?
Yep.
Adjourn.
Okay.
Adjournment debate.
Yep. Happens all the time.
Negative word.
Well, or it could be a positive thing if they were trying to wrap things up and move them along.
All right. And we are talking about...
We're talking about this because tomorrow the Public Works Subcommittee, one of my favorite all-time topics, is they're going to be meeting. And they're going to be continuing to try to resolve their whole issue with the Kowloon East Regional Headquarters for the police. Right. As well, they're looking at an operational base for the Nautauquoc Divisional Police Station. The project's worth about $3 billion altogether, so fairly substantial project. And, you know...
So there's a new police station in Nautauquoc.
Well, there may or they may not be if it doesn't get through the Public Works Subcommittee. Right? And this is the whole thing that we've been talking about many times on the show about the Public Works Subcommittee and the Pro-Dems. And here's the thing. The Pro-Dems, just before Christmas, when they looked at this one, Albert Ho had an adjournment motion to stop debate on this, which would have effectively postponed the project indefinitely. The Pro-Dems didn't really seem to have their act together. They weren't all there, right? Because remember, they're, you know, as we've talked about many times...
You're talking about Albert Ho, not Albert Chan, though.
Right.
And Albert Chan's adjournment motion usually does not have concerted effort from the Pandem, but Albert Ho...
Yeah, he would have had everybody lined up, probably. Yeah, he should have.
He is from the Democratic Party.
Well,
and he is the so-called super district councillor. So he should have.
So he should have everybody lined up, but the Pandems did not all show up for this one. When they all show up, they dominate the committee, no doubt.
Okay.
Right, as we've talked about before. So the pro-establishment people were able to vote down the adjournment and keep the debate alive about getting the police stations up and going. Now, given the kind of, you know, whole Occupy, Pro-Dems and the police relationship right now, it's a little bit frosty, and the question is whether the Pro-Dems are going to make an issue of going after the police whenever they can, or if they think that's a losing political strategy, because a lot of people still support the police, and if they're going to be like, well, you know, we don't want to be seen to go after the police, so we're not going to show up to stop this whole new police station project. So, I mean, this is going to be one to watch and say, you know, okay, so Albert Ho was trying to adjourn the day, but are the other Pro-Dems on side with going after the police on a regular basis? I don't know that they are. I think there's probably some division within the Democratic camp on this one.
But normally, the Public Works Subcommittee is not on Fridays.
Right. Yeah, well, it's been moving around a little bit lately.
Yeah, because of the Occupy movement.
Yeah, everything seems to have gotten tossed up in the air this year. I mean, like, this is a year of breaking all traditions and all
So this is not the Finance Committee, but only the Subcom.
Finance Committee, also tomorrow. Maybe we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Because the Public Works Subcommittee is also supposed to be looking at $845 million for the West Kowloon reclamation for new roads there. They're supposed to be doing the first stage of design for the integrated basement, which is another $300 million. And they want to increase the budget for the Langtian Hongyun Y boundary control point project. Had to go to my notes on that one. You know, you just see me go. $8.7 billion is what they're looking for there. So even bigger. I mean, there's a lot of money being held up in the Public Works Subcommittee.
We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Andrew.
All right. Cheers.
Okay. Key word for today. Adjourn.